Yeah, y'all. So this is the part 2. But yeah, the divine masculine. The energies for him during like Christmas all the way up into the New Year. The cards that came out is clear audience. So the divine masculine is definitely going to be noticing the loving guidance that he hears inside of his mind and from other people. We know that, like I said, it's going to be Christmas, New Year's. They're going to be around friends and family, people that do love the divine masculine and care about them. So these people will be saying things that spark eureka moments. And the reason why they're going to be saying these things is because the divine will be laying these things on their hearts. Maybe unbeknownst to them. I don't think they're going to be like, I got this message. No, I think they're just going to be casually talking, and they're going to say things that click to the divine masculine. And this is all being divinely orchestrated, right? So, also, during the holiday season, the divine masculine will be clairsentient. So he'll be noticing reoccurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. So not only will he be noticing these reoccurring feelings, he'll actually be corresponding them with being and acknowledging them as being divine guidance. So messages from the divine. He's actually going to be, it sounds like he's going to be doing a motherfucking upgrade. You know what I mean? Like a spiritual upgrade during the season. So also prioritize. So he'll focus on his highest priorities. This will help him get organized and motivated. So really, he's going to be focused on getting everything organized for 2021. I feel like a lot of this has to do with even coming in for this reconciliation, getting everything organized in his life so he can reconcile. You can't want to, a lot of people, I mean, for anyone, it's not smart to go into any type of love situation or add on any type of extra shit to your life if your life is in disarray, you know? So I feel like I lost you forever. So they are going to be in this energy. For a lot of you, you are not in communication with this divine masculine, and I feel like it's really going to be hitting them hard over this new year, especially if you guys, let's say this is going to be hitting a full year. I don't know, a lot of times, even if y'all been in separation for 3 months or 6 months, people just look at like a new year as the start of something new. So this could be bumming them out like, damn, a new year start and then I'm not in communication, you know? So what else? Okay, I was a knight, but I'm now transforming into a king. So during this holiday season, they're going to be really transforming, really getting into that king energy. They're also going to be very thankful. Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road, back again. Your heart is true. You's a pal and a confidant. And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew? Hold on, what'd you say? And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me. And the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend. Do-do-do-do-do-do. So yeah, so like literally, if you threw a party and invited everyone you knew, the card attached to the biggest gift would be from this person. Yeah, I mean, if everyone you knew brought a gift, the biggest gift would be for you from them, alright? I love that song. That's such a good, I almost want to, we're about to sing it, y'all. Thank you for being a friend. Doo-doo. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. Do-do-do-do-do. If you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend. That's one of the reasons that show is so epic. Just the theme song. All right, all I want for the holidays is you. So they only want you for the holidays. This is another reason why they're going to be feeling a little upset, a little burdened. And maybe this could be also what's fueling that feeling of I lost you forever, because they really do want to spend time with you during this holiday season. Next year, oh my God. The next card that came out, y'all. Next year, brings positive changes. That shit's fucking crazy. So let's see what blockages need to be removed. What does the Divine Masculine, if you're watching, what blockages should you be removing? We got 2 cards. We might just take these 2 because I only made about 10 of these. Oh, generational curses. So the Divine Masculine has been, if unbeknownst to them, or they may know by now if they have been getting these clear, audience messages, clear sentiment, feelings and shit. You know what I mean? So they may know by now, but a lot of what they've been dealing with as far as attachments to the negative, even with this, a lot of these Divine Masculines have really been bogged down by just the tradition, how things are supposed to look, the optics of things. And this is, if they look at their family line, they're going to notice their mother, their grandmother, their great-grandmother also put themselves in this kind of box to where perhaps they didn't really do what they wanted to do because of the optics. So grandma wanted to go be a freedom fighter, but she knew it would look bad to leave the father at home to raise the children, even though he was well, capable of doing it. She only wanted to leave for a month or whatever. These are wild examples, but still, she knew she couldn't really do that because it just would look bad. So she didn't become a freedom fighter, and she did watch the news and really participated and wrote letters, but she never really got to fulfill that dream of being a part of it and doing what she wanted to do. So these are like just the things that these Divine Masculines, even family lines, have been dealing with, and they're going to be the ones, if they pass the test and can do this, to break the curse. Because the thing with generational curses, what I always say is it only takes one motherfucker. This shit's literally like a chain link, y'all. So as I just described, I got my mom. Whatever she dealt with, as far as a generational curse would be, my grandma dealt with, my great-grandma dealt with, my great-great-grandma dealt with, right? So when we get up to me, and I get faced with certain things that 4 generations before me have faced, and I start really saying, nah, fuck that. I'm not going to face this shit. I'm going to, make sure I get through it. What that does is, just think about it, y'all. If I have children, which I do plan to do, but maybe I won't. But even if I fucking didn't, just the fact for me and my bloodline, that's for everyone. My younger cousins, my older cousins, but really the younger, the ones coming up. What I'm doing is showing that this is the new reality. Like, fuck, okay, so I love to use poverty for black people because we've all been riddled by it. Anytime we try to build some shit, they burn it up. We had Black Wall Street burnt down. You know what I mean? So we know that just most of us have that generational curse. You feel me? So I love to use it as an example. Now, with that being said, if I'm breaking the generational curse, and how this will work is, for generations, we haven't been able to be prosperous. And prosperous to the point we could practice nepotism and motherfucking really hand shit down to where my kids, or I wouldn't have had to go get a job. I would just go, or go get an outside job. I would just be working in my mom's corporation from, the time I was motherfucking able to do something, right? Whether it was just me taking the paper clips out of the shit and putting it in the shredder. That's something that a 4-year-old could do and get paid and put money up. Your parents, you, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, if you have a business, you can put your kid on a salary. You know what I mean? Like, and pay them. And then have them they can be paying for their own college. Type shit we need to be on. But anyway, the fact that that has not happened, once one person does it, so I come up, I start the business, I end up breaking the curse. How do I break the curse? By following my dreams, by obtaining the wealth. Now, what this does is, once I obtain enough wealth, basically something that's never been accomplished, right? Once I do that, then everyone who's born behind me has me to look to now to say, nah, our family does this because this person did it, and you got to figure, if I change the dynamic, that means my sister's dynamic, because people are going to be working with me. So a lot of shit's going to change. My twins' dynamic's going to change. My mom's dynamic. So that's going to look different. So now, when certain people grow up, I got cousins that's 4 right now, 5, 12. When they get 18, they're going to always know from this point, like, yeah, my cousins did this, so that's going to push them. That's how you do it. Now, they don't have that burden of, this has never happened before in my fucking family. Now they know this is quite possible to happen. And it's not really a curse. So now, bang, they do it. The Curse done again. Now bang, their kids do it. Bang, bang, you broke the curse. It only takes one person to do it. So, generational curses is definitely what's been plaguing this person, holding them back, and that's what they're fighting through. Divine masculine. We cheer you on, because this generational curses are not easy. I know I just made that shit sound super easy, but no, it's not easy, because it's something that's very deep rooted, and a lot of times it's hard to even pinpoint what it is. But once you can pinpoint what this attachment is, and the easiest way to do that is to really look at your family. Look at your mom, your grandma. A lot of times, from what I notice, and intuitively what I'm being told to say is, a lot of times the generational curses, a lot of times, not all the time, of course, but a lot of times what I've noticed is they stem from the maternal side of the family. But that makes sense. That's where you're housed for, 12 months, 10 months, whatever, before you even come out. You feel me? So a lot of times you can look at your mother's side and see what they're plagued with, but look at your father's side too. You're going to see a lot of times there'll be equal things where both sides may have dealt with the same thing. So that's the way to pinpoint and see what they are, y'all. So also, divine masculine. I feel like I lost you forever. Okay, hold on. We're still looking at these curses. This is what they have to do. They have to believe in their own power. So they have to get rid of these generational curses, but the only way to really do that is to believe in their power. Believe, and this is what I just told someone. I made these cards actually for a personal reading that I was doing. But you have to know that the reason that the divine sent you down to this planet is far greater than I don't give a fuck what it is. A generational curse that's lasted for motherfucking eons. I don't give a fuck. The reason why you, with your first name, middle name, last name, fingerprint, and DNA strand came to this planet is so motherfucking unique and divinely guided that nothing that anyone does, including a generational curse, can take that away. Only if you give it the power to. But if you step into your power, divine masculine, this goes for divine feminine as well, for everyone, all of us on the planet. If we step into our power and believe that we were created to do something fucking magnificent. We were created to change the motherfucking dynamic of this place. We were created to change what the fuck people do on this rock. We weren't created to just sit idle, go to work, chill. No. We was created to shake this shit the fuck up. And if you believe that, if you know that you have the power, you have the energy, God put you here to do that, what we have to realize is God is not physically here. God can only work through us. So once we start activating and we start working, lining up with our purpose, what we even talked to the big man about before we came, we all huddled up. Like, yo, we're going to do this shit. This shit's going to be dope. You're going to do this. You're going to do this. God, like, yeah. Y'all going to get this shit popping. Let's go. Y'all my team. I'm riding with y'all. Then we get down here. Of course, we get deprogrammed from what we're supposed to be doing, or reprogrammed, I should say, by all the programming, and we have to rediscover it. But once you start rediscovering it, you have to know that it's divinely guided. God has a plan for you to do this. So he's not going to hold out on you. He's not going to make it difficult. The only reason why things are difficult for us is because we don't know what the plan is. Once we come into alignment with it and start walking in it, you will notice things start really going smoothly. Like, oh shit. Why? Because now we're walking on the path. So he's going to give us all the tools that we need. I was just telling my father this. And I'm not even going to say that. Well, yeah, because people talk shit about different things. So he was speaking about Farrakhan. I'm not a Muslim or anything. I'm really very, I'm not married to anything. I listen to people, I study things, but I'm not married to anything. You know what I mean? So I'm not really biased or anything about anything. So he was like, yeah, Farrakhan, he gets paid to talk. He's rich. Well, and then I said, well, why shouldn't he be rich? If God's plan, and this is what we have to understand, if God knew that I made this man to be an orator, Farrakhan's going to be one of the greatest speakers of the 21st century, and that's why I'm making this motherfucker and putting him on the planet. And then Farrakhan goes off and actually walks in alignment of that and does that. Why would God bog Farrakhan down with having to stress about paying his bills, having to stress about going to Aldi's to get a job, going to the Burger King to get a job? No! He's following what he's supposed to be doing, so God's going to make sure that he can do it. He's going to make sure he gives him all the tools necessary, whether it be this amount of money. Everyone's thing is different. So that's all I'm saying is if you do what you have to do, God will make sure that you can do it. I don't know if you're going to be a billionaire. I'm not saying that. Maybe your thing only takes 10,000. You feel me? but you're going to get whatever you need to make this thing happen. So just have faith, believe in your own power. This goes for all of us. Break these generational curses to see where they are, where they stem from. Just peep out your family, see what they've struggled with, what they haven't been able to come, and then be real with yourself and see where those things may lie in you. You know what I mean? But yeah, we're gonna get out of here. This was the part 2 to the Divine Masculine Breakdown. It's your girl Jen Ether. Thank you for checking me out. It's another episode of The Report, Tarot and Tools / The Report. Tarot with Jen Ether. Alright, y'all. I'm out.